Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. Today, I will show you a gameplay for a power level 160 retrieve the data mission solo. The hardest power level in the game. I'm talking about the normal missions like repair the shelter. Not the other types like the mythic Storm King, Force Knight, and etc. It has been a hard time for some people since they patched the old builds. Like I saw some people stopped playing 160 missions just because of that. Some of you remember it as doors builds, others remember it as the gray reload sound walls, and etc. So, is it really that hard to do these missions? Well, this depends on your current progress in the game. Like if you or someone just reached these missions and still maxing out your schematics and traps, it may be a bit hard. But not impossible. But what makes it harder is how you play these missions in general. I will explain this point in a minute. And if you are at endgame, like me, you have level 144 traps, weapons, and heroes, it won't be hard. Like sometimes I finish all my weekly 160 missions in one day easily, and a lot of us do that by the way. Even some people will wonder why I'm even talking about that. Most of us right now can finish these quests easily, even if we don't have maxed items. But how is that? Simple, as I just mentioned, it's how you play these missions, not what you use to play them. For example, some people just spam damage traps everywhere and think that will do the job. Well, at that point, it should work. But when it comes to smashers, flingers, and mini-bosses, it's different. Damage is not the best option every time. Plus there are other factors affect the traps. Your traps damage, for example. Some people think because I'm using level 144 traps that's it. And they don't know that some people can deal more damage than their traps while using less level traps like level 106 or even less. Same thing with the weapons. I explained everything you need to about these status from your survivor squads and how to max them in details in this video. Check it, it will help you a lot. So, a big factor that affect your account in general is your status. Your weapon damage bonus, your traps damage bonus, your health bonus, and etc. Not just your schematics level and your power level like a lot of people think. But wait, do we really need to use damage builds for these missions? Like as you see here, I'm using a build just to slow the husk and keep them away, almost zero damage traps. My drop traps are just level 77 with great elemental damage perk. Plus all the perks are just reload and durability. All of that just to delay and slow the husk. All I need to do is to handle the smashers, flingers, and mini-bosses. Or I can use a damage build. But not just spamming traps everywhere. Open the map, check the spawn locations, and see how you will build. You can build a long, big tunnel and block the whole area around it. You can build a spawn cover with drop traps and use a small tunnel. Or you could use a recycle build if you got a good spawn for your mission to recycle the husk or push them down from above a hill or something like that. Just take a minute, see the area around and think how you will build your mission. Believe me, it will be so fun to do just instead of adding traps everywhere. And still, it's always better to watch out for smashers, flingers, and mini-bosses. I will come back to this mini-boss point in a minute. So, that's it? Some tunnels and status on my accounts? Of course not, there is more. Like defenders for example. I don't see a lot of people use defenders, even though they can help a lot. People think they are just for the ground husk, but they don't know that they are much better to handle flingers. Flingers, how? As we all know, even level 144 anti-air traps cannot eliminate the husk drone but flingers in high power missions. But if you used some defenders above your build, they will help a lot with the anti-air traps. Other thing is, how to use your traps. I see a lot of people power level 140 plus and use their traps wrong. Broadsides facing open area for example. Or tar pits in front of spawns. Tar pits one of the best traps to control smashers and mini-bosses. So, it might be better to use them near the object you are defending to stop them when they start charging. But be careful, because tar pits may trigger the propanes. So, some anti-air traps near them will help a lot. And I can mention other 1000 example. And these examples are not just ideas for level 160 missions, they are for the whole game in general. It's the experience you get from playing the game. I know it may sound weird for you. Some people just used to add some doors around the object and go AFK for the rest of the mission and that's it. A lot of people reached endgame by doing these builds. I'm not judging here, I used the doors build sometimes when it was still working. What I mean is, it's not how we are supposed to play the game. Don't rely on these things because the game will always go back to normal no matter what. Play normally, build, edit, learn and repeat. Plus there are a lot of content creators that post guides for the game a lot. Me myself still learning about the game, I don't know everything yet. There are a lot of people who are much experienced than me in this game. One more thing, about the mini-bosses. Sometimes the mini-boss is a bit hard to eliminate, depending on the modifier. That's the risk of ruining these missions solo. Sometimes you can eliminate the mini-boss in few seconds, sometimes it takes more. Imagine having some smashers and flingers around with the epic smasher mini-boss. That will take some time to deal with. But with a team, it's much easier. And for the best way to finish your weekly quest, when you need to finish 10 160 missions, check this video. I explained how to finish them easily with Repair the Shelter mission, the easiest one right now. Let me know in the comments if you are interested in build videos for 160 missions, or videos like this one in general. Hope this video helped, and if it did, don't forget to use code Larsis in the item shop if you want to support me, helps me a lot. Big thanks for all the channel members and everyone uses my creator code, really appreciate your support. Like, subscribe if you are enjoying the content, helps the video to reach more people. Here's the rest of the gameplay for this mission. Hope you enjoyed the video and as always, see you in the next one.